have just arrived back into Ireland to begin our epic 2,000-mile road trip known around the world as the Wild Atlantic Way. But we're only 1 week in and things are already starting to go wrong. This is an absolute disaster. I think that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. A bomb has literally exploded inside her. I think I need to at least take the pants down so they're not hanging up. Please. We are Gemma and Campbell, and for the last 2 years we've been travelling in our home on wheels Ellie the eldest. You join us as we begin our next epic adventure, touring 2,000 miles along the rugged western coast of Ireland, in search of the most beautiful beaches, stunning cliffside views, and all of the best parkups that the Emerald Island has to offer. If you're new around here and want to see more of van life in Ireland, then hit that subscribe button and join the gang. But for now, let's check back in as we get ready to begin the adventure of a lifetime. Good morning everyone from a little lay-by just outside of Cairnryan. Today is finally the day that we are heading back across to Ireland. Somewhere literally just down there is our ferry. It is I think about 6:20 now. We need to get there for about 10 to 7 and from there it's 2 hours across to the Emerald Island. I am so excited. I think if there's ever a day where we're going to need seasickness tablets, probably today's going to be the day. It is miserable out there. Okay, one thing that I did just realise I was actually going to wait till Ireland to show you guys, is we've been doing a little bit of renovation in the van and the past 2 weeks have been flat out mental between doing that and going to Greece for another very exciting reason, which I'll tell you later. However, I just remembered that they need to come in and inspect the van to make sure we're not smuggling anything. This is what she currently looks like. A bomb has literally exploded inside her. I think I need to at least take the pants down so they're not hanging up. Please. Morning mate, thank you very much. Lane 10, brilliant. Thanks mate, have a good day. We're going to Ireland. Okay, this is very necessary this morning.
It has been a manic few weeks. It's been a few weeks since we saw you, and in that time we decided to go home and spend some time with family and friends and also give Ellie a complete makeover.
So,
let's rewind.
We've got about 2 hours to get to Ireland. We just thought it's the perfect opportunity to chat to you guys about what we've been up to for the past 2 weeks. So it started off, like Gemma said, we went home, got to Delhi, spent some time with family and friends, and then we caught a train all the way down to London because we were flying out on a very exciting trip, but we also had a HarperCollins author party. And like, this is the first time we've ever been invited to something like this, so it's a perfect opportunity to go.
We didn't really know what to expect from it. We thought this was just going to be like a really casual gathering. It was so fancy. It was held in the V&A's in London.
It was bougie.
Bougie. Yep. Unlimited, free-flowing wine, drinks, cocktails, anything. Pretty dangerous.
Yeah, it was quite a special moment for me because we've been so busy for the past year that it never really actually sunk in quite how big an achievement it was, like being invited to go and write for HarperCollins, until I was actually there speaking with these other people that were in the same position as us and like hearing the talk from the CEO who attended and told us like how amazing we all were, and that was like a proper highlight for me. Then what did we do after that? The most exciting part.
So then we headed across to Greece. I think we mentioned before that we are looking for a wedding venue and we've had our eyes set on Greece. So this time we went across the roads. We didn't really have that gut feeling with anywhere in Kos, unfortunately, but we found the one. And this morning, it's just been confirmed. September 2024, we are getting married in Rhodes.
It's proper hitting home now. Yesterday when we sent off the booking form, I was so busy and so stressed that it never really sunk in. And now, just over a year away, we are getting married. That is so crazy.
Very exciting / terrifying.
Alright, so we stopped out just about 10 minutes outside Londonderry. Got to top up our water because we realised that we completely forgot to get more water from back in Scotland yesterday. Luckily we did have about 20 litres in these kind of extra drums that we carry, and it's one of the first stops we're going to need to make now that we're in Ireland. And I've also noticed there's a repair that I'm going to need to do to Ellie already, which I completely forgot about, and it's just got even worse because we've actually been driving with it. Basically this cable, which usually sits in the trim here, has all come out down to there. And I think as I've been driving along, it's just been like tugging it out more and more and more. So I'm gonna need to try and squeeze it all back in. The reason I was putting it off before we left was because I didn't actually have any step ladders to get up to it. And now of course we're in the middle of Ireland, I've not got a step ladder, so I'm gonna need to try and get a little bit inventive. Honestly, I think that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life, man. I am knackered. I don't know how they do that. I guess they probably do it without more than a kitchen knife and a Calour bottle as a step ladder. Well, at least it smells good in here. What are you cooking up there, baby?
I am making not quite the same version of these Dishoom inspired naan wrap things, but a similar version. We're kind of just using what we've got to make something. We're both absolutely starving after such an early morning. What is it? Oh, it's 12:30. No wonder we're hungry. So yeah, got a sausage each, an egg, some spring onions, spinach and high sweet chilli sauce.
Served up in a wrap. Look at that. Oh man, that really isn't working. I'm like trying to do a chin up and squeeze the gun with my wrong hand. Mind if I stand on your shoulders? Thank you. Okay, so since the sun's actually come out, I thought it was a perfect opportunity to show you guys what we've been up to for the past week. That right there was just the external security camera that was finally getting installed. I did the internal one maybe about 3 or 4 weeks ago now. Finally got that up and running. She's screwed in quite subtle position, so I'm really happy with that. In addition to that, as I said, we've also completely vinyled about 60% of Ellie already, and we've changed up the entire decor of like the cupboards, and honestly, she is looking so good already. I was actually driving along for the first time the other day and I thought I'd left like a door open or something because it was so bright back here in the cabin. But this is what she looks like now. So Gemma has done a beautiful job of putting his rattan in there. We've got some IKEA handles, and then it's just white vinyl all over. Look at that. Isn't she beautiful?
She is. It's so bright in here. I feel like it's like really fresh as well, don't you?
Definitely.
It just feels nice.
Bigger.
A bit more modern, a bit more, yeah, a bit spacious.
We did get a lot of inspiration from an account on Instagram called Driving Miss Daisy. Their van is absolutely beautiful. It is like our goals for a motorhome. It's just really bohemian, kind of light wood, beachy themed. And also we finally bit the bullet. I want to give a big shout out to these guys, What's Occurring, because of their amazing vinyling video. You showed it's actually quite simple to do it in a motorhome, and it wasn't as big a task as we were actually scared of doing. So you guys finally made us actually just get ahead and get it done. The mess, however, it's so difficult to renovate a van when you're living in it full time, because it's just like impossible to move everything around and try and work around that, as we're discovering. But we're getting there. She's looking a lot tidier already. I think we're going to give it a couple of weeks off and then finish the vinyling at a later date. And for now we're just going to go explore Ireland and enjoy the sunshine. There's height barriers, but they don't seem to be active. And the best part is the beach is literally right there.
I know, you can see over there, there's some vans that have got themselves a nice view. I'm fine with the porta move, do you think?
Is that what that is? Alright, well, I guess now that we're finally settling in to the Wild Atlantic Way, into our first stop, it is the perfect opportunity to tell you exactly why we have decided to come back here and why we'll be spending the next 2 months travelling south along the route. In this package is something very exciting. Dave, do you want to do the honours?
We're very much in love with this already. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
So all the writing is done. The book is all ready apart from some photos. So we're back here for the next 2 months and we're going to be flying down the coast and stopping at all of these photo spots and getting more photos, because one of the things that we're really proud of in our Destination Earthguides books is that we write and take all of the photos by ourselves. I mean, ignore this. This is just a mock-up front cover. So this is what it's going to look like. Something very similar to this, and we're very excited about it.
We are hoping to have it finished and ready in time for September, October time. We're not going to be opening our pre-sales just yet until we get some dates finalised. So if you want to get yourself a copy, make sure you stay tuned over the next few weeks on our World Atlantic Way series, and also join our newsletter. I'll put the QR code up here again in case you didn't join last week, but that's just where we drop all of our new releases and give you a cheeky little discount code when it is actually released as well. But we're just so buzzing about it. That is literally just a little mock-up of what it's going to look like, but I'm already feeling the feeling that I felt when we released the last 2 books as well.
Also, our Patreon community get access to all of our ebooks. So if you're part of our community on Patreon, then when the ebook is launched, you might just get it for free. Physical book, ebook, both. Join our Patreon.
Plus you can also see we've got some Love Island in the background.
That is just a lovely little brain melt programme for us, to be honest.
All of this road tripping is very exhausting, and we like to watch absolute drivel in the evenings, so we don't need to concentrate on anything. What a sweet.
Now, tell me this. Could you have a better Saturday night?
I don't think so. We've got fajitas and a beach just over there. I'm very much enjoying being back in LA again. This is good. Well, that is quite a curious little thing.
I'm very intrigued. What does it say?
So it seems like it's like a bookable sauna, where you've got a view of the sea straight from the glass window. That is not a bad view, is it?
That would be so nice after a swim in the sea, wouldn't
So the beach we're parked up beside is called Stroove Beach, and for this far north, I'm surprised by how busy it actually is. We found this last time we came to Ireland. People here just love the seaside. Like, we drove down onto this beach just across in Northern Ireland, where you could drive your car right down onto the beach, and it was honestly, I felt like I was in Australia by how many people were enjoying the sea right up until the sunset. And it was cold, it wasn't warm, but everyone just loves getting in the water here. It's so beautiful.
I love it. It's like such a nice vibe, isn't it? There's like loads of people milling around in their swimsuits up in the car park. There's like a little postally toilet, like loads of parking space, just like sitting out on the picnic benches enjoying the view. It's just like a lovely vibe, isn't it?
Like, we did just come back from Rhodes in Greece, but I'm feeling pretty smug already because Greek beaches have got nothing on our Scottish and Irish beaches. The sand here, the water might not be warm, but the sand here is incredible. Do not want to forget about that. Always do, always disappointed. Let's do it.
It's definitely easier getting a hoodie with boots on.
I could just do it a third sock, to be honest. Right, when you go then, stop chatting. What's that?
5 minutes later.
Oh guys, I've just made an absolute boo-boo. Usually when we go in swimming, I've got this little kind of carabiner thing that I take off. It means I can put it in my shorts. But when we were out of the van, I swapped it over for my house keys, which means that we are now locked out in a car park and I'm in my swimmers. This is an absolute disaster. Oh, I'm sorry, baby.
Just as all I can say, okay, it's not that bad because the roof is open.
That is the one saving grace, otherwise we would have had to smash a window. And the other thing is, we've got a full car park of people that I hope aren't going to call the police when they see us climbing into our motorhome. Everyone, this is my van. It's my van, I'm not breaking in. Right, if you're a robber and you're watching this, close your eyes, because I don't want you to see this. Like, our van is impenetrable unless we leave the roof open. Oh, what a idiot, man. ripped.
Oh no!
I'm getting like wedges.
Oh no! What an ordeal!
Hello! Welcome! That was terrible. There's like kind of ridges on the window, and basically as I was lowering myself in, this basically went up my jacksie. Like completely ripped it there.
Oh no! Are they still wearable?
Crisis averted. High five for that.
And let's change those keys now.
Yeah, let's change the keys over.
Okay, high five.
Crisis averted, we hit the road and finally began our wild Atlantic coastal adventure. Our hearts full of excitement for the stunning views and many more challenges that were sure to come our way. Stopping off at some of the most beautiful viewpoints and crystal clear beaches that we have ever seen. The day was filled with a lot of jumping in and out of the van to get the photos that we needed for our books. Until of course the predictably unpredictable Irish weather forced us to change our plans. And just like that, it was never going to last. Well, a little reminder that we are indeed still in Ireland because it's been beautiful weather. Wow, that is turned on. Can you even see? Oh my god. I'll catch you guys up once this goes over because I don't even know if you can hear me in this. That is wild. Okay, that's better. I think you can hear me now. So it's been a busy day of just basically running around seeing all these different sites. We were so close to going to visit one more site, which is a waterfall. But we are absolutely exhausted from just like so much driving along these little windy track roads. And luckily we said, let's just go find a park up, we'll go and do it tomorrow instead. Because I think we'd be getting washed away in the waterfall right now if we'd hiked out to that. That was crazy, literally came out of nowhere. We're now heading to a small town called Bunacree because we need to go and find somewhere to empty our toilet. And I did read online that there is waste disposal there. Bunnacara, Gemma said. Why am I the passenger? Oof. I'd say maybe just like pull in there, by the way. No, let's just park here and I'll run over and check out the waste disposal and stuff and then we can kind of go from there. Alright, there's another van just pulled up as well. It's clearly a very popular spot. But this seems to be the waste disposal. Does that work? Oh! That's good. It's obviously just free. Oh man, what a night. I don't think we're going to be able to park here, but luckily we do have a backup spot. It's just about 20 minutes back where we came to be. It's really good actually, they've got these facilities. I'm impressed already, Ireland. Thumbs up.
So we've just realised that, you know that new camera that we installed outside that Campbell had to stand on my shoulders for? We've been down a lot of narrow roads today. That has been up for not even 48 hours, I would say. In fact, no, not even 24 hours.
Come out, I'll show you. That right there. There should be a camera there. That is so disappointing.
That's not all, I just went to wash the dishes and like this collection of things like fell out the tap into a cup that I was washing. Turns out we've also lost an essential piece for the tap. I don't know what's happened, like I've never noticed an issue with the tap, but all these bits just like fell out it and we're missing a screw. I
mean the roads we were driving about today were windy and bumpy, but I didn't think it was that bad. Come on.
Oh man, this is stunning.
There's a little path, like literally just into the beach over there, and that sky is popping right now. Oh my goodness.
Are we running?
Yeah. This was like one of those nights it reminded me of when we were driving through the north coast and the sky just started exploding. We had to like pull over and get a shot of it. But I cannot believe we're the only ones here. Oh, wow. This is crazy. This is really special, man. It's like so secluded. There's a huge stretch of beach that goes all the way around. And it's just topped off by this massive mountain overlooking it. What an incredible place. There's one other person on this beach for one of the best sunsets we've had so far this year. Good morning everyone. After we spoke last night, we ended up actually driving to the other end of the beach where we saw that campfire and the other van parked up, and I'm very glad we did because that is our view now. It was basically this kind of like dead end road that led down to the beach. I'm guessing it's for if you want to drive onto the beach you would take this path, but it turned out to be such a secluded, like quiet little spot, and you just can't beat a park up when you wake up, open up your blinds, and that is what you're looking at. Absolutely stunning. I don't know what's going on. Why is the engine not starting, man? You know, it's funny because I got an alert to my phone this morning from our like immobiliser app saying that the vehicle battery was low, but I was at 20 to 7 this morning. Oh well, I'm glad I checked this before we need to actually leave. And luckily we've still got the generator. We've got our trusty backup option, but for God's sake, man, this is well too early for this kind of investigative process. Okay, luckily for us, this does seem to be too much of a common recurring theme. We do have like a lot of backups, so we don't need to rely on roadside. We have this kind of smart jumper kit, and we've got a petrol generator that we actually used to rely on before we installed solar panels and battery to battery. And I found out that you can actually hook the two of them up. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we can get the battery going again. Okay, well that should do it. I don't understand why this keeps happening to us. It's happened in Scotland twice, it happened in Belfast last time, and now it's happened on the north coast of Ireland. Why? If anyone knows why batteries randomly die in the middle of the night for no reason, please let me know, because I am so confused. Okay, fingers crossed. Yes! And with Ellie back up and running, that brings us to the end of this week's adventure. We hope you enjoyed following along, and if you want to see more, then make sure you tune in next week for plenty of van life mishaps and beautiful views along Ireland's west coast. We'll see you next time, guys.